All right, welcome into this week's Ozone podcast, and I am joined by Jaguars defensive lineman. We'll decide if it's end or tackle later in the show. Arik Armstead. Arik, I appreciate you doing this on week one.
No, I appreciate you having me.
Now, new team, new environment, new everything. I've got to think after the off season you're just ready to have a helmet on playing a game on Sunday. Am I right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's been a lot of transition, a lot of newness, things I'm having to learn, and meet new people and new teammates and coaches, and move cross country. But definitely excited this season is here and ready to get going.
Now, do you feel settled yet? Is that realistic? Because it's hard to move. I know. I guess whenever I move, it's a year before I'm settled because I don't know the routine. But do you feel like a Jaguar yet?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely feel part of the team. Everyone welcomed me with open arms, and it's been great getting to know everybody and move my family here to Jacksonville. And from a football perspective, that's going to come as we get going in the season and I get more practice and games under my belt. But personally, definitely feel good being here.
Gotcha. Now, 10 years. I'm an old man. You're not as old as I am, but 10 years of your life in one place is a long time. What's it like not being in San Francisco anymore? Not to look back, but just adjusting to that new thing. What's been maybe the biggest thing to get used to as you, I guess, change to a new life?
For me, I was, at one place for an extremely long time,
Sure.
and that was a huge blessing, being from Northern California. But also at the same time, I like to be on the move. I love being new places. I kind of get a little antsy.
Sure.
Being in one place at a time. And so this is a great experience for me and getting me out of my comfort zone, getting me around other people, having to learn new things and be open-minded. And I try to be as open-minded as possible. And I think the biggest transition besides like moving and all that,
Right.
has just been a new scheme. I played in a scheme for like 6 years in a
Right.
row. So, learning new terminology and all those things. But at the end of the day, it's just all football and techniques, and I've played it all before.
Yeah, I think you sort of alluded to this earlier, but it's because you were on PUP and because they were sort of bringing you along slowly. The perception outside is that you really haven't had a chance to play with these guys yet and get to know them. How much is that that perception is real? Do you feel comfortable with these guys yet, or as you said, is it going to be a little bit of an adjustment still as you go forward?
I think it's going to be adjustment for everybody, with the new scheme. I was here during OTAs, so I feel really comfortable. That was good to pick up on the terminology and all that, and then now getting back out on the field and being able to play it, hear the calls, and play alongside my teammates. We're just going to all keep building and starting this journey together. But some newness for everybody learning a new scheme.
Now I'm of the opinion that I could be completely wrong. I usually am. That positions in this day of the NFL are kind of overrated. Edge, tackle, whatever. But nobody seems to really know what Arik Armstead is in this defense. Are you an end? Are you a tackle? Does it matter?
I am what I've been my entire career,
Okay.
a defensive lineman.
Gotcha.
I've been versatile my entire career. I played in dang near every scheme you could think of,
Right.
3-4, 4-3. I played nose guard before, played wide 9, played everything from a 0 to a wide 9 technique. And I feel like I can all play it all at a high level. And so with versatility, that allows flexibility for, the coach to be able to move you around and put you in a position to be successful. And so that's what I'm going to be doing here. You just probably see me a little bit everywhere. But
And you like that. I mean, it sounds like that's, again, what you are.
yeah, that's what I am. That's the type of player I am. I can, play the run and play the pass and, play dang near any position out there on the D-line and do a good job at it. But, just me knowing myself, and I've said this before, I feel like I can dominate the run game on the edge and then, interior pass rush. I feel like those are both my skill sets that are elite, playing. I feel like I can shut down the whole side of a field in the run game and going inside and rushing against guards and centers. is where, you know, I feel like I'm elite at as well too.
Gotcha. Tell me about the talent around you. Trayvon Walker, obviously #1 overall pick. Josh Allen, 17 sack guy. Devon Hamilton. I've been saying all along, I think you 4 guys are really the key to this defense in terms of being able to make impact, pass rush, versatile players. How excited are you, and what level can the 4 of you and the entire line reach?
I think the sky's the limit for us. I believe that it starts up front. It starts with the D-line if you want to go far. And, this team is only going to go as far as we take it. And that's just, no knock on anybody else on the team, but that's just how NFL football works. You need your
teams you've been on that have been great have fit that, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've been on a lot of great defensive lines, and, that's the responsibility that we always put it on ourselves to go out there and win a game and be the reason why your team is going to the playoffs and competing for a Super Bowl and playing at a high level. And so, I'm used to that. I think that's the responsibility that we should take upon ourselves, is to, be the reason why up front that our team is winning. And, it's a little selfish, but
right. But if you don't feel that way, then
yeah,
right.
I take putting it on our shoulders any day of the week, and a lot is given, a lot is required, and a lot is expected. So that's the way you want it. You go out there and dominate people.
I know you've been asked this a million times. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask. Knee, 100% going in, feel good about it? Still coming back from it? Where are you at?
I feel good. Feeling better and better each day. I think the more and more I get into games, the more and more I get into practice, I'm going to get better and better, knock the rust off a little bit, but I'm definitely feeling great and excited to get out there.
Not that you're talking too much about off-field things right now, but tell me about the Third and Long podcast, how long you've been doing it. It's very good. Why is it important to you?
Been doing it, started it last season. It's important to me because I felt, I wanted to have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
I would get on social media and these different things and hear a lot of people talking about me or
social media, really?
talking about me or talking about my teammates or talking about
right.
what they feel happened in the game. But I was there. I experienced it. I knew what went on. And so being able to speak to that from my perspective, then also teach people about football and teach people the reason why, wins and losses happen. And it's from a fan perspective, it's a big show. It's a big game.
Right.
There's thousands of people, and there's fireworks, and there's all these different things going on, and it's great entertainment. But from a football perspective, X's and O's, it boils down to the little things: technique,
sure.
Staying in your gap, discipline, getting off blocks, all those little things that add up to making this big entertainment.
Right.
So I want to speak to that and show people the ins and outs. And also last year was a lot of fun. Got to give my teammates a huge platform to talk about. People got to learn about them. I feel like people got to learn about me from
sure.
being in the position to interview people, but also they got to learn about my teammates, things that I don't think any fans would ever have known or found out about
sure.
my teammates if we weren't having that conversation, talking about their background, a lot of the reasons why, their journey, their goals, where they want to get to in this league, and speaking some things into existence too.
Right.
Had a lot of great conversations about, as teammates, my teammates' goals, and a lot of them achieve those goals by putting it in the atmosphere and talking about
Gotcha.
it. And so it's fun for me. It gets me out of my comfort zone. I think it's a great watch. I'm excited to be in front of Jacksonville fans and Duval, and teach our fans about the game from my perspective, and also highlight a lot of my great teammates as great people and great players, on and off the field. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Gotcha. And that's the Third and Long podcast. So
Third and Long, yep. Third and Long. You can find on my IG, Third and Long. It's on YouTube. You can subscribe or wherever you get your podcasts, audio, wherever. Third and Long.
Gotcha. 2 questions before we hit our final segment. In a few sentences, tell me about Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, funny.
Big smile here.
Yeah, big smile, funny. Great guy. A guy that you want to be around, a guy that cares. You know, so many positive things about him, not even just about football. And then, you know, a guy you want to be around and hang out with, and a guy you can learn from, a family man, has been for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been married and had kids longer than me, and
sure.
I'm 4 years older than him. So he's a guy you can look up to. And from a football perspective, man, he's an awesome football player. Has been since the day he entered the league, and he continues to get better and better. I
think people know about Josh. Maybe don't know Trayvon as well. Tell me about Trayvon Walker, your impression, beyond just the fact that physically unbelievable.
Great guy as well too. You know, I think a lot of people don't know that about him. He's a great kid. You know, the sky's the limit for Trayvon and in his career. He can take this league by storm, and I feel like, you know, be the best edge in this league. He has that ability as long as he keeps developing and you know, honing in on his craft. And he's a great guy that you want to be around. And I have a lot of great teammates here, and definitely blessed to be around those two.
Gotcha. The last thing we do here is the Ozone 5, and you can steal the idea if you want. All podcasts can steal from each other. It's 5 quick, fun answers. Arik Armstead, what was your last binge watch?
Binge watch? Ooh, I watched on Netflix, there's a show, Worst Ex Ever. It's about people's crazy exes doing wild stuff to them. Okay. So I had some family over and we were watching that.
Little guilty pleasure there for you.
Yeah. So. All my other shows are out right now for some reason. I like House of Dragons. Been watching that, and I like Power. So.
Okay, got you. The last song you heard on the way in this morning.
The last song I heard on the way in. I didn't even listen to music this morning. It was raining super hard, and I was like this, trying to not crash. Yeah. But I listened to some No Cap in the locker room before practice.
Okay. A go-to restaurant in town if you have one.
Go-to, definitely been to some nice spots. I just tried A&B Kitchen. That was good. Bearded Pig is good. Valley Smoke was good. Taverna in San Marcos is good. Where else have I been? Kairos, it's like a smoothie acai bowl spot by the beach. That's good.
So you're sampling the town. You're getting around.
Oh yeah, I'm like the Keith Lee of Jacksonville. Okay. I've been dang near everywhere. Angie Subs is fire.
Okay. It's been around forever.
Where else? I can't. I done tried. That's what I do. I go on Yelp and I look for the best spots.
And I think I know the answer. Best sport that you would have played other than football, and it's pretty well advertised that you were a good basketball player.
I played basketball, so I was all right at basketball.
Okay, the other answer, basketball or chess? Because I know you're a chess guy now, right?
Basketball. I play more chess than I play basketball. That's a lot easier on my body.
As you age, that's where you get
easier. I can play on my phone, get some games in. So, if you guys want to challenge me, chess.com, get the app. Arik916 is my name. Send me a challenge.
Good stuff. Final question. Person most responsible for you being here today?
Person most responsible for me being here today. That's just not one person. That's definitely my family. I'm the youngest of 4. Both my parents played a tremendous role in my life. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my brothers and sisters. Learning from their mistakes, them watching out and taking care of me, and my older brother playing football. I didn't even like football until he became an All-American, and everybody was looking at me like, dang, your brother, he's a big kid. Like, he don't play football. And so I'm like, dang, guess I got to play. Right. And then I got good at it. So owe a lot to my family.
Gotcha. Arik Armstead, thank you for doing this in a busy week 1. And people out there listening to Third and Long, Arik Armstead, thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Appreciate you.